All right, today we're gonna open a box of Crucible of War inside my LGS. You wanna say hi to the camera, Carl? No, Carl doesn't wanna say hi to the camera, but this is my LGS. This is his box. Our box, we're gonna kind of split it, I think. That's what we said, right? And so let's see what we get. This is exciting times. We're gonna kind of post this on the store's Facebook account too. So we're gonna kind of walk through a little bit of what the Flesh and Blood cards look like, and we're trying to get the local scene going a little bit, and trying to get some people interested in the game. So we'll talk about that a little bit. So let's go ahead and open pack. This is Flesh and Blood First Edition Crucible of War. The next set that comes out is Monarch, and in Flesh and Blood, what every card, the biggest difference from Magic the Gathering is that you don't have any land cards in here. Your resource points are in the top left, and every card pitches for value, and you can use it to resource and to fund the other card. The top right card is the cost that it takes to play the card, and then every card can also be used on defense. So pretty cool. That's kind of the biggest difference I've seen in between that and Magic the Gathering. So all right, first pack, we got a Torrent of Tempo. Artwork is also phenomenal. A Dauntless and a Crane Dance. In every pack you get one foil. Of Crucible War you get one foil and two rares. And one of these rares could be a Majestic. So that pack we just got some rares. So the other thing to keep in mind is that there are also like 3 different Dauntlesses. There's a red one, a yellow one, and a blue one. And the red ones deal more damage. Well, in Dauntless, it would give the weapon more damage, but they pitch for less. Whereas the blue ones would pitch for 3, but they would deal less damage. They would only add 1. So kind of all the cards are balanced and allow you to really spice up your decks and make different style decks based on whatever. So like Arousing Aether would have it has a blue one and a yellow one as well that kind of all cost the same but pitch for different and deal different amounts of damage. So it really makes deck building a lot of fun. In my opinion, that's a really cool part of it. So there's our first foil rare. That's a Reinforce the Line. We got a Rushing River and a High Speed Impact rare. So I'll kind of show you that as we get a second of some of those cards, a little bit more of the difference in how the cards play. And then the other thing I would always say is that commons are also super good in Flesh and Blood. And so like we're trying to build, all right, so we got another Reinforced Line. So we'll go ahead and show that to you right now. Hold on one second. And then we got our first Majestic. So down there it says Majestic. This is a Magnetic Shockwave. This is a Mechanologist action. So that's one of the 8 classes is Mechanologist. And then we also got a Mandible Claw for the weapon. That's a brute weapon. We'll talk a little bit about the classes as we go too. We can expect to get 7 Majestics in this box, but here's the difference, right? So these are both the same card name, but one pitches for 3 and one pitches for 2, and one deals gets it +3 to block, and one gives it +2 to block. So this one is more valuable for resources, but this one is a better overall card, and they both cost the same. So pretty cool to see how the game has designed it to be so dynamic, and you can run multiple of the same card. We'll get into that in a minute. Oh, there's our cold foil. Not a great one. That's a rare cold foil, Harmonized Kodachi. We'll talk about cold foils here in a minute, I guess. Let's put a sleeve on that. Carl, you want to grab my sleeve? So cold foils are limited to just first edition boxes. This cold foil sells for about $100. And first edition boxes only have cold foils, and then the unlimited version of the game also has the same cards, but just in rainbow foil. And Crucible of War Unlimited is not yet announced or released. So, but the other sets. So that's kind of what you're chasing in the first edition. Harmonized Kodachi is a ninja weapon. It's a one-handed weapon, so you can use 2 of them. Ninja's kind of fast, and they get to play lots of cards. So, all right, let's keep going. Crucible of War, the prices are starting to stabilize quite a bit too, which is really cool to start seeing some of that. Rousing Aether, the foiling is so cool. Dread Triptych, that's our second Majestic. And then Benji is our, so this is the hero card. So I think one of the best things about Flesh and Blood 2, you're actually playing as the hero. You're not just like this invisible planeswalker that you can't really see or don't really know. You're playing as the hero. So this is Benji, he's one of the ninja heroes. And so each hero has a different kind of ability and attack or action. And then, of course, they can use the different weapons in each set, too. All right, but we did pull a Runeblade Majestic. So most of the cards from Welcome to Wraith are all kind of on the ground combat, but a lot of the cards in Arcane Rising, which was the second set, are more like damage with arrows or damage with magic, and Runeblade is one of those classes. So it's pretty cool the way it does, and these use rune chant tokens. It's a ton of fun. So Rousing Aether is our foil. All right, we'll start moving a little bit faster and not just talking about the game, but just wanted to give our local scene kind of an idea of what the game is like and why we like it. I got to play some last night over webcam too. So Pathing Helix, Barraging Bighorn, and a Dauntless. So nothing great in that pack. There are 8 different classes: Mechologist, Wizard, Ranger. Let's see, we have Warrior, Brute, Runeblade, Ninja. Oh, there's our foil Majestic, Heron's Flight. Not the best, but beautiful, beautiful artwork. Look at that. It's amazing. Foil Majestics are obviously very good. That would be like the equivalent of getting a kind of a foil Mythic in Magic the Gathering. But you can expect 2 in a box for Crucible of War. In the other sets, though, they're much more harder to get. They're like 1 in every 4 boxes of Arcane Rising and WTR, which makes set collecting pretty difficult, honestly. All right, let's go. We got Crush the Weak. That's Guardian. That's the class that that Carl here has a deck built for, Rushing River, and another Towering Titan. One of the best things that I think about the game is that financially you can get in less than Magic the Gathering to start the game. Like I said, the commons are kind of the strongest cards, in my opinion. Research notes. Talishar, the Lost Prince, is a generic weapon, so any hero can use that weapon. And a Dauntless. So the commons are all really, really strong, so you don't need like the Majestics or the Mythics to really win games. I mean, it obviously helps you, but the commons are really where a lot of the power is. Okay, we got another cold foil here. No, not. It's just a Quicken token. That gets me all the time. The tokens are, oh, there's a Majestic. All right, so Reinforced Line. The other cool stuff is the equipments, right? So if you think of like a video game where you get to put on lots of equipment, the same thing. So this is a Wizard equipment, and this one gives you some cool abilities and gives you Arcane Barrier to kind of use as defense. So you get to kind of class out your item, and you can kind of see in the playmat too, like in your over here, you can see in the playmat you get a headpiece and a chest piece and arms and legs, and you can really really kind of build your character differently and make your deck different than everybody. So Quicken token, that's actually a good hit. That's like a $12 card, which is hilarious because it's rainbow foil. All right. Start moving a little quicker. 8 minutes here. Another Dauntless, Promise of Plenty, High Speed Impact. But we do here have some Blitz decks that are all mostly commons and kind of cheap decks to get started. They're free, you can have them. We got Combustible Courier, Tripwire Trap, Rockside Trap. We have all of the classes here too. So I think one of these days we're gonna do try to do an event. We tried one a couple months ago, or a month or so ago. I had a couple people play. I think we had 5 or 6 of us here. Taught some people how to play, and that was a lot of fun. So I think we'll try to do that again. But Sleep Dart, hey, Remorseless, another Majestic. That one's for the Ranger. So this one, the Ranger uses the Arsenal, which is right under your hero to use arrows. So I think we'll try to do that. And we also have some boxes here. We're going to try to do like an Arcane Rising or WTR sealed event, which drafting this or building a sealed deck, I guess we don't probably draft, but building a sealed deck, meet and greet. Look at that. That one's hilarious. That one got Carl to laugh. Marvin Skies and Zen State token. That's like a $4 token. what was I saying? So we're gonna try to do some, so sealed events are actually pretty easy because the decks kind of build themselves in sealed because you have the classes, right? And it's pretty easy to do a sealed event. So I think I'd like to see us do some of that stuff. Swing fist, think later. Get it? The R is missing. Swing first, think later. Swing fist, think later. Cindering Foresight, Dauntless. The Brutes, that's a Brute card. The Brute is just like raw damage and brute strength and like completely stupid. So that's kind of why that one's funny. This box is not very good, Carl. I'm sorry. We didn't hit last box. We hit that cold foil that was 350 bucks. We might still get a second cold foil here. All right, Foreboding Bolt, common, Promise of Plenty, and a High Speed Impact. High Speed Impact is Mechologist card, which is kind of like, you know, technology and power, and it's pretty cool. Viscerai is that Rune Blade. Those are the hero cards. I guess we probably should have highlighted some of those. Rushing River is a foil rare. Barraging Bighorn, and Dauntless. All right, we got like 5 or 6 packs left, 7 packs left. Crucible of War is my favorite set to open. This is at this table right now, actually, is where I opened my first Crucible of War box with Carl. And we pulled 2 cold foils. Remember that?
Yes.
We hit 2 majestic. Oh, Snag. There's a $25 card. And Promise of Plenty. So Snag is a generic instant. So it works the same way as Magic the Gathering instants. You can play them all the time. And then generic allows it to be put in any deck. So that's why it's kind of one of the more valuable ones. All the generic Majestics are usually a little bit higher value because they can be used in any deck. All right, here we go. Kano, that's just a common token, sorry. Overblast, Cindering Foresight, Dauntless. I think we already kind of showed a hero, kind of how each hero has its own ability, and then each hero has its own kind of class, obviously. And one of the things cool about the hero, the borders, it took them like 700 hours, they said, to design all the borders for the different heroes. And the borders represent the location that the hero is from, not the class of the hero. Oh, Righteous Cleansing. There you go, Carl. Cool, majestic rainbow foil Righteous Cleansing for you. Crush deals 10 damage. There we go. That's a pretty good one. It's no Gorganian Tome, but it'll do. All right, we got 4 more. I think we're going to hit 1 more spicy. I think we're going to hit another cold foil. Cold foils in this set, I believe, are 1 in 20 packs, so there is a chance that you could hit 2 of them. Rushing River, I think we already hit that rare foil. Unified Decree, Warrior Majestic. Warriors is another one of those classes, uses like kind of consistent blades to attack. There's a couple of different cool warrior. Dorothea seems to be one of the more popular ones in the Blitz format. All right, here we go. Research notes again. Edge of Autumn and High Speed Impact. So you see, we have a lot of different ninja weapons, so you can build your character really uniquely. It's almost like, you know, Dungeons and Dragons, or what was that video game? That you can kind of build out your character and make it unique in yourself. Riled Up. Cash in. There's a $10 card. Somebody's buying these out right now. They're trying to cash in on cash in. Generic action. Actually, somebody played this against me with a warrior deck. It was pretty good yesterday. All right, last pack. What do you think, Carl? We need something spicy, man. A little disappointed so far. Here we go. Last pack. Give us that full art twinning blade. $700 card. Give us the Cheyenne. Come on, give us a legendary here. It's not gonna be. How about just a common foil and 2 rares? Pretty big disappointment there. All in all, though, it was a good box. I mean, we had a cold foil, which makes it good. Cold foils are great for Ninja. It was no Breeze Rider boots, though, before like we hit the last box for him. But we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Majestics and 2 foil Majestics. Oh, we had 6 Majestics. I forgot the Metacarpus Node. So we probably hit a good almost $300 worth of value there. Metacarpus is like 50 bucks. Righteous Cleansing is probably 35. Kodachi is probably 100. So all in all, a lot of fun. Thanks to the LGS for letting me use this for some content. And all these cards will be available and probably on our TCG Player account. But hope you have a good day. Remember, be kind to the people around you.